Good morning, guten Morgen, magandang umaga, konnichiwa, bonjour. I'm sorry that you're having to look at my tomato seedlings again. They're overdue to plant them. I was going to try planting them in pots and see if I could grow them indoors. But I've just been so busy lately. And what's funny is when I do a video on these little tomato seedlings, actually, it's not tomatoes, they're ground cherries. They look like orange tomatoes, but they're called ground cherries. You see a little spider sometimes roaming around on my window. I don't mind spiders because any biting bugs that get in my house, the spiders will get them. So I'd like to address something that I'm sure that you're witness to, especially if you have eyes to see and you see the spiritual warfare and you see people being devoured by the darkness. People's hearts are waxing cold. Matthew chapter 24, verse 12, it says, "And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold." And there's also another reference in Matthew chapter 13, verses 15 through 17. People's hearts wax gross. It's the same thing. It's basically saying the same thing. And that's something that I've come to notice even from people who call themselves Christians and followers of Christ. I've seen and witnessed people saying that they basically have washed their hands clean of those who have decided to take the jab, that they're already done, what's the point? And, that's the best example that I can come up with currently that someone's heart has waxed cold. Okay, I don't see why that is a good reason not to, still plant good seeds. Okay, the thing is, your walk with Christ, your testimony, your personal testimony is very important when it comes to this spiritual warfare. Okay, your testimony is to glorify the Lord. Is it glorifying the Lord when you have given up on certain people because they have made decisions that you don't agree with? I don't think so. At least that's my opinion. I don't believe that it's glorifying the Lord. I believe that you're showing that you are of the world, you're closed-minded, and you're being influenced by the Antichrist spirit, who you're not testing all spirits, and you're allowing the Antichrist spirit to plant a bad seed, and you're allowing that seed to grow. And how is that glorifying the Lord? It's not. So if you feel like, what's the point of loving others and being kind and showing the peace that you have of what it looks like walking with the Lord Jesus Christ, that, planting a good seed is a waste of time, then why would he wake you up? I understand that people are spiritually deaf and blind. I don't go around evangelizing the way most denominations and most Christians think that that's what the will of the Lord is. The Lord brings people in your life and situations, and you'll know what to say. Sometimes you may think that what you did or what you said may have been insignificant, but even the smallest of deeds out of love, showing the light of Christ, you don't know what could move someone else. You have no idea what's in people's minds and what's in their hearts. Only the Lord does. So I'm not the type of person who takes a megaphone and just randomly shouts out in the streets or randomly talks at people, because that's not what the Lord has me do. The Lord has had me come out of the world. But I have family members and I have people in my life that I know have taken the jab, and I continue to love them, and I don't treat them any differently. And I don't preach at them about what a mistake they have made by doing what they did. Because I made a video earlier stating that if Christ wasn't in my life, and if I was still in Keene, New Hampshire, working at the courthouse, and I was put up against the wall as a single mom supporting myself, and they said, if you don't take this jab, then you can no longer work here, I may have done that. Do you not think that I still would want the Lord to have mercy upon me in my ignorance of what I did? So I pray for those. I don't give up on others, no matter how far they take it, because the Lord's grace and mercy is deep. And those who have washed their hands clean of others, that is your testimony. I'm not giving up on anyone, and I pray for everyone. So I hope I planted a good seed that don't get sucked into what other Christians are doing and what other Christians are saying, because most of them are being devoured by the darkness. They're not testing all spirits. They're allowing the Antichrist spirit to plant bad seeds in their hearts, and it's growing. Their hearts are waxing cold. We need to be on fire for Christ, and Christ still loves them. Just, it's their free will. He's not going to force anyone to follow him. He's not going to force anyone to follow truth. But he still loves them. And I love you. God bless.